We are presently just getting out of work on Friday, the 28th of July, 28th of June, 2024. Sorry, I jumped a month. This is the U-Haul McCallie Feed and Service Inc. That's a house over there behind it. This is a little mini mall. Used to be the awesome beef jerky place here. It's gone now. So sad. But we are going to hit the road and go home, but we're going to take a little bit of a long way around. Not too long, but longer. Enjoy the ride. It is raining on and off, so we have that to look forward to. Let me start the Cena.
Camera on.
Ooh, camera's on.
Recording.
Alright, that's recording now. So I have audio from the Cena, audio going to this thing, and hopefully just a little bit of audio to this. I might get myself an external mic that I can put on this so you can hear me with that on top. That way when I link the audio it'll be better, but who knows, we'll see how this works. I haven't even looked at the footage the other day yet. I'll let you know that this thing has a great picture. The R1 that is. But let's hit it, shall we? Okay, so we'll take this out and turn it around so we can see my lovely face. That's what I like about Arca Swiss, baby. Had a little ball in this thing, it'd be all set, wouldn't it? Alright, so here we go. Down the road. Start sequence. We're going to go similar to the area we went last week on the way home, but that I haven't even edited yet. That was a week ago too. And but instead of going straight through to the park, we are going to take a left. Oh, a right. Sorry, I'm all mixed up today. We are going to take a right down Silo Church Road. I really miss my beef jerky place. That's a shame. BLK Wood Tip. Just got cameras running everywhere. So, you know what I'd like to talk about? I'd like to talk about things, this and that stuff. I'm not telling you yet. I'll tell you when we get there. For right now, just enjoy the scenery. Woo! 68 Cougar. Oh no, that's a 67. No marker light. Nice. Sorry, you don't see too many of those around anymore. Mother owned one of those when she was younger. Got wrecked in our driveway and they had to get rid of it. They didn't have the money to fix it. My dad never liked that car, so I think that was a lot to do with it. Roll this up here. Pretty windy. Yeah, my father never liked that car, I guess, so I think that had a lot to do with it, which is a shame. My father was a decent man, a good man, hard-working man, but he had some flaws. We all have flaws, right? We all like to look at our father when we're younger as God. He is the man, right? Our hero, I guess you should say, or could say. But as you get older, I think maybe you start looking at things in a different light. And I think this continues on in your life the older you get, as long as you make it to those different ages. I am 46 right now. My father's been dead since 2011. It's now 2024. The time has gone by very quick. I do miss him. But I also know that he wasn't as perfect as you might like to think he was in your younger years. We all know that as we get older. But my father's major flaw, I think, was the fact that in the house, well, there's a couple things. In the house, if it was his stuff, it was okay. If it was somebody else's stuff, it was junk. And he threw a lot of people's stuff away. And, that wasn't right. And I think I had the same mentality when I was younger because monkey see, monkey do, monkey piss all over you. Um, but in years to come, I realized, we all have our stuff that added. What's the saying? Um, one's man's garbage is another man's. One man's treasure is another man's garbage, or one man's garbage is another man's treasure, something like that. So speaking, it's the eye of the beholder. Is really what that comes down to. It's the eye of the beholder. You might think somebody else's stuff is junk, but in all fairness to them, it's not junk. It's their stuff. But my father, I don't think he never really saw it that way, And you think as you get older, you would realize that. He was 64 when he died, I think. Let's see. Uh, 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 yeah, he would have been 65 and 11. He was born in 46. And he died before his 65th birthday, so he died at 64. And in 64 years, I don't think he really ever come to terms with the fact that now everybody's stuff other than his own is junk. My mother's stuff wasn't junk; it was her stuff. And then unfortunately, he threw stuff away like that. And that's a shame. Um, there's nothing you can go back and do about it now. He also had a bad habit of, when growing up, I remember telling my sister and my mother they shouldn't be reading fictional books. It's garbage. She says you shouldn't read. You should be learning something when you read. Not realizing that the act of reading is in its own turn teaching you to read better. So no matter what you're reading, you're gaining knowledge of some sort. And unfortunately, he never really grasped that, which kind of made him kind of closed-minded, I guess. I'm not saying my father wasn't a good person. I'm just saying he, like all of us, had his own thoughts, and like many of us, I think those outlooks were flawed. Oh, good God, I thought he was coming over. So, you know, I think if you can learn from stuff like that, like I wish I should read more. I'm not a terrible reader, but I'm not a great reader, and I realize that from my vocabulary, especially when I'm around my Kaylee 7. His vocabulary is quite large, and so was Harley Trek's. I hope. Hey, Harley Trek, I hope you're doing well, buddy. We got that Facebook thing. I need to get on there and check with your mother and see how you're doing. Glad you're still alive and kicking, though, bud. I was close. But yeah, both of those vocabularies were above mine, still are. And if I read more, my vocabulary would probably grow a little better. I'm Mike taught and stuff, and or yeah, he was a teacher, instructor at one time, so especially in the English language as a second language, so he probably learned a lot of that. But anyways, back to the thing. If you're reading, don't tell somebody because they're not reading something that's true that they're wasting their time. They're still learning. Don't take that fundamental joy away from them, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Nice house. How did I never notice that before? Anyways, um, so there's that.